Hey, what up, everybody? I hope that all of y'all is having a blessed and humble day, and I hope that all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. I wanted to make this live today because, I've been talking to somebody for the past couple days about exposing pedophiles. If you know me, y'all know why I started this channel. It's really to help people out. And like I've told y'all before, I deal more with the bullying, but when you're exposing your pedophile, you're exposing your bullying. Your bully. So I urge a lot of parents to really speak to y'all kids. There's a lot of cases going on right now in 2020. Kids going missing. There's sex trafficking, organ trafficking, and much more. But a lot of our kids, there's so many kids being reported that are molested, raped, and I could just keep going. It's not just kids, the adults go through it too. If it's hard for an adult, can you imagine how hard it is for a kid? Us as parents, it's time for us to start stand up, start helping our kids, start listening to them a little more. Look at your kids' action, look at their moves. When they start changing who they are, what they used to be, ask questions, be a detective, be a cop with them, yo. Because when their moves change, it means that something's going on. And a pedophile, a rapist, could be somebody that's underneath your nose. You never know who it is. It could be a sister, it could be a brother, it could be an uncle, it could be an aunt, it could be a grandfather, it could be a grandmother, it could be a mother, a father, a stepfather, a stepmother, and I could just keep going. And I urge a lot of you females, and a lot of you single men out there that are playing the role of both mother and father, be careful who you bring into your household. If you're going to bring somebody to meet your kids, make sure that you at least know somewhat of who you're bringing into your house. Don't let the illusion fool you. When you go But this is something that is really serious. I did a little while back, let's expose all our pedophiles, mine's, yours, everyone's. I'm going to continue to expose my pedophile to the day I die. I don't know how many more kids out there my pedophile has, well, he's not my pedophile no more. I'm a survivor. So I'm sorry. Let me just retract a little bit and start this little last phrase a little bit. The person that did what they did to me, I don't know how many more people, how many girls, how many boys he has done it. We are 5 siblings. 3 girls, 2 boys. I'm the oldest out of all 5 siblings. And me and my oldest brother took it the worst. Took it the worst when it came to my mom's husband when she married him. And all I can say is that when I was young, I was scared, I was confused, didn't know what was really going on until I started understanding little by little. And then after a point, it just turned into like, how do I leave this place without leaving my brothers to get harmed? But came to a point in time where I had to leave. I had to leave. I had to walk away from the place that was causing me the harm, the pain, the danger. Get away from the people that was bringing me down, not supporting me. And till this day, all I can say is, before my mom passed away, listen, I didn't have it easy. But before my mom passed away, she apologized to me for everything. And I accepted her apology and I forgave her. Because she's my mom and all I ever wanted from her was her love. It's crazy that to this day I still don't know if she loved me, because if you're a mother, how can you throw your child out to the wolf and just watch on the sidelines? Like, nobody knows how many times I wanted to just scream, how many times I shouted for help but got ignored. In these cases, when these kids start asking for help, or they start, lashing out in a way to try to reach out for help and the parent doesn't understand, it makes it worse. So maybe I'm saying this wrong, maybe I'm saying it right, but my biggest advice is to a lot of parents out there that when you start seeing your child change his or her behavior, instead of lashing out in a messed up way, instead of not listening to them, instead of clashing and bumping heads with them, try to figure out what's going on with them without the shouting, without the yelling, try to have some patience, because it's not something that's easy to deal with. And like I said it from the beginning when I started this whole live, a lot of kids shut down. And I know how it is because I was a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. I survived that situation. And it's not an easy situation to survive. So I understand a lot of kids, and I understand a lot of people when they come up to me and they talk to me about certain situations that they've been in. And I feel as though that this world is fucked up, because this world will sit here and pay attention to stuff that doesn't matter. And when it comes to our kids and helping them out and doing things that do matter, they completely ignore it. Hold on one second, guys. I apologize. I know right now I don't have no viewers, no nothing looking at me right now, listen to what I'm saying. But I don't care about that right now. But when y'all do reach this video, I hope that y'all watch it to the end and y'all listen to everything and understand where I'm coming from. I'm not going to stop hashtagging the person. Ooh, look at this shit. I'm not going to stop hashtagging the person that did what they did to me. Because at the end of the day, when what happened to me, we lived in a time where a lot of parents, and it's still happening nowadays, is what fucks me up in the head though. Because a lot of the parents, a lot of family members would keep to themselves, would keep it quiet, either because they was embarrassed or because, I don't know why, but I couldn't, and I can't keep something like that a secret. I couldn't cover for a man that I've seen show me that is interested in my child in ways that he or she shouldn't be. And I say it like that now because there's also men out here that are single. They have to raise their kids on their own. And believe it or not, there's a lot of people out here that keep saying boys don't get molested, boys don't get raped. Yes, they do. Just because boys have are 10 times stronger than a female in strength doesn't mean that something like that can't happen to them. It's time for people to start waking up, y'all. I sit here every day and watch the news. I sit here every day and watch social media. And it's crazy that on the news, you don't see how many kids are going through what they're going through right now But yet, when you go through Google or you watch these videos that people post on different platforms, different podcasts and stuff like that, you talk to different groups and you hear all these conversations and you see all these videos pop up, it's like, wow, this matches nothing to what people pay attention to or what people talk about or what the news even says. Now I'm starting to understand why a lot of people say, as I was growing up, pay little attention to the media, to social media, yeah, and pay little attention to the news. Yo, I prefer to read a newspaper than to read the damn news. Because regardless, sometimes a journalist might get a little excited and put a little extra on there. But at the end of the day, I know that when I'm reading that article, I'm going to get more of a truth than what I am than when I'm watching the news. But right now there's so many incidents happening and involving, pedophilia that it's not even funny. And nobody's even paying attention to the videos that pop up like this or nothing like that. But I bet you that this little 2-year-old, 3-year-old little girl or boy start twerking on the pole or start dancing in the room, some reggaeton close to each other. Like, come on, y'all. That shit will get 1,000 views. But yet, let this little kid make a confession about how he or she has been molested. It will take forever for anybody to notice. When people do notice, all they hear is, oh my God, I'm so sorry. If I was there, I would have did that. Listen, everybody keeps saying that if I was there, I would have did that. What are you going to really do when something like that happens to you? See, I've been through that. And I'm sitting here listening to the people who actually happened. So I'm actually watching these videos. People say they would do this and people would say that. And when it's time, when people are saying let's come together and let's do this, everybody scatters. Like this storm yesterday, I think it was yesterday, it was on the news that I think it was what, a 9-month-old baby or was it a 3-year-old baby or something like that in Chicago? A whole shootout, right? Black Lives Matter so much that this 9-month-old baby or this 3-year-old baby got shot in the leg, both legs. Like the bullet you go through, but it's still grazed the baby. Like, don't please. Like, listen, another point. Like, there's another thing that we're trying to say, like, damn, the stuff that should really matter doesn't matter. It's crazy, like, damn. Black Lives Matter so much that this little kid, nobody's out there saying nothing about it. You don't hear nobody talking about it. Same thing comes with these kids getting molested, raped. You have to just keep going. You don't hear nobody talking about it until it's already had happened. But when people see the signs, when people hear the kids crying, when people hear the complain, and this and that, nobody moves a goddamn finger until it happens to somebody that is all that. yes, he may have a family, but guess what? How do these kids that he has done what he has done feel? Because trust me, a lot of my family members suffer because of him. But you know what? I'm not feeling shit. I'm not feeling one for him. How many kids are gonna fall for his shit, are gonna fall victim to him because somebody decided to stay shut? Not me. So I'm not saying shit. Hashtag all pedophile. I'm exposing my pedophile. Mind you, I'm a top dog. I'm gonna check his Facebook out. I'm not scared of letting it be known who he is. I stayed shut for a very long time. Kept the shield up for a very, very long time. And so it took a lot of therapy. It took a lot of doing for me to come out that shell. For me to actually be a real person again. It took for me to cut a lot of people out of my life for me to see who was there for me because I was abused to the point where I couldn't trust no one. But like I said before, and I'll say it over and over again, these apps that y'all got, these apps that are on our phones and on the computers where they sit, they give out who the pedophiles are near us. That's only letting you know who are the pedophiles that are caught. Now, let's sit here and talk about if those are the pedophiles that are registered, right? The ones that did get caught. And some of them are even innocent because some of them are just there because somebody decided to scream rape for no good reason just because they was mad. That's going to be a topic we talk about in the podcast. I mean, we talked about it a little bit before, but we're going to continue to talk about it on the podcast. But everyone, I said it over and over. Click on the link up there. Y'all will see who my pedophile is. I'm warning all parents of who mine is and what he did to me. Like I said, my life was not easy as a child. I got PTSD. Like right now, I'm trying to help my brother put the house under my name so that he could have a place. He's schizophrenic. He needs special care. And you know what? I'm not going to turn my back on him. I'm always going to be there regardless. No matter how many times we get mad at each other, we argue, or we fight. But at the end of the day, I know that he needs me. He's been through the same type of abuse that I was. And he, not so long ago, was just able to talk about it. Before, he couldn't. So if my little sister decides to get mad because I'm exposing the person that abused all 5 of us, I don't care. Oh well. I'm not staying stuck in the past. At all. At all. I've decided to say it. I've decided to express myself. I don't care how anybody feels. And I want to thank everybody that supports me with this all the way through. Because I don't think that no kid, no child, no man, no woman should stay shut when something like this happens to them. And like I told y'all over and over, if us as adults, it's hard for us to deal with a situation like this. Just imagine how hard it is for a child to deal with a situation like this. Don't be scared. If you know of somebody that's doing something to somebody, expose them. If you know of somebody that has done something to somebody that you love, expose them. If somebody has done something to you, don't be scared. Expose them. You didn't do nothing wrong. And it's going to take a while and a minute for you to realize it. The same way it took me and a whole lot of other women, men, children, and some of them are still fighting this battle. The one where, who can I trust? How can I do this? Am I able to do this? Or I could just keep going. It is not easy to fight this or battle this. So how about in the future, we try to protect our kids a little more. Let's talk to them a little more. Look and observe their behaviors. Watch what they're doing. Talk to them at all times. Give them a 5-minute conversation in the morning, 5-minute conversation in the afternoon, 5-minute conversation in the evening, 5-minute conversation before bed. Stay in touch with them. And don't ever sit here and call your child a liar just 'cause. Just because you're sitting here or you second guess something that he or she has said, no. Before you even make them feel or think that they're a liar or call them a liar, do your investigation and do your homework. Yes, some kids do lie, but it's because they're taught to lie. How do you think that these pedophiles get away with what they get away with? We're forced to keep a secret that we don't want to keep. Have you ever thought about that? Like, come on, there's so many things and there's so many reasons. I've sat here and heard within 2 weeks, I've heard a couple people say to someone that has been a victim of pedophilia or has been raped, oh, but why did you keep going back? Something must have... You can't say that to them. For example, in my situation, I was the one keeping my brothers safe. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? For example, in my situation, I was threatened. In my situation, my brother got his head sliced. He had to have, I think at one point, 40 stitches on the top of his head. 40 stitches. Because the person that was doing what he was doing to me decided to grab him and hit his head against, you know, the little thingies where you put the bar soaps at? Hit his head there. Because my brother got in the way of what he was doing to me. Oh, and trust and believe, my brother got it too. Same treatment I got. So, don't just watch your daughters, watch your sons. Especially when you're not with the father of your kids or the mother of your kids. Watch them both. Boys and girls. Stop thinking that girls are the only ones that get raped. Boys too. Speak your truth. Show your kids and explain to them the situations. As time goes by, as kids age, every stage they go through, we should be able to guide them, talk to them through every stage. And that's one of the main things that us as parents is failing on doing a lot. My nose is extra swollen. I'm mad. I don't care what I do with this life. I will always hear my kids out, and then I'll do my homework, and then I'll do what I have to do. But I will never ever tell my kids that they're liars and make them feel like they're liars. Everyone. Talk to your kids about pedophilia. Talk to them about these scammers online. Talk to them about these pedophiles on the other side of the web. Till next time, they shall show you Racheal. Till next time, they shall show you Racheal. And I hope that all of y'all have a blessed and humble day. Ooh, I like